cracking, everybody? I'm gonna go ahead and come at you guys with a little something different today. We're gonna go through. I'm gonna read through a little bit of some information on this case with Mr. Mederos, and give my little spiel on the back end of this, and hope to see you in the comment section. Hopefully you guys like this, man. Take care. A district court judge in Colorado has scheduled a hearing for January 13th to reconsider the 110-year sentence of Rogel Aguilera-Mederos, a truck driver who was convicted in an interstate wreck that killed 4 people. First Judicial District Attorney Alexis King said her office will probably recommend a sentence of 20 to 30 years. The judge in the case said that he was forced to give the 110-year sentence because of state sentencing guidelines. Aguilera-Mederos was driving 85 miles per hour in a semi-tractor trailer on April 2019 when his brakes failed, he said. He crashed, causing a fiery 28-car pileup on I-17 that killed 4 people and injured many others. The attorney for Aguilera-Mederos said Monday the state's sentencing laws need reform. He says, the law doesn't really distinguish between people like Mr. Mederos, who is not a danger to society, and other people that are sentenced to life that are a danger to society. I think the majority of us have heard of this case, seen something about this case, man. But I know there's a lot of people that have signed petitions. I had it on my Facebook also to sign the petition to help this young man. Anytime a life is lost, it's a tragedy. And I don't want to say the word but there are times when things need to be everything needs to be taken into account, right? Everything needs to be looked at. The way this law is written, I just saw a little bit of stuff on it, but there's basically, in Colorado, there's basically not any leeway for the regular citizen whose brakes may go out, like his went out, and may injure or kill someone accidentally. And that means that person who was a law-abiding citizen who had a malfunction of their vehicle could be thrown into a system that they're not ready for, and they probably wouldn't be able to survive intact. They will suffer mentally extremely if they've never been involved in the criminal lifestyle or done jail time, and but there's also a good chance that they would suffer physically, depending on which prison system they go to, and just the way prison life is, right? I think we as a society need to reevaluate our laws. It's a lot of these laws, the majority of the laws are old, man, or they were written at a time when it was that mindset of lock them up and throw away the key. Okay, and that was fine and dandy for people to get elected, let's play tough, but when you have people who are trying to make a living and their damn brakes go out, and they're looking at dying in prison, I think there's a problem with that. And I think everyone should be concerned. Yes, we should have sympathy for the families of the ones that were lost. But, and again, I hate to say but after saying a sentence like that, man, but what if one of those people who lost a loved one, their brakes fail? Would they want the same sentence for themselves? Absolutely not. And it's hard when you are the victim to put yourself in the other person's shoes. But in this case, this wasn't somebody that set out, said, I'm going to fucking smash this car. I'm having a bad day. I'm going to hurt some people and I don't give a damn. This isn't that. You know, there was no malice aforethought. There was no malicious intent. You know, this was somebody that was probably fucking driving down that highway, big ass truck, scared to death, thinking, how am I going to survive this? And unfortunately, did survive, but took a lot of people out in the process and hurt a lot of people. I'd like to just ask, you know, they said, what is it, January 13th is the hearing. There's a lot of stuff on Facebook and Instagram asking people to sign petitions. Sign the petitions. You know, and it's interesting that in this case, it was actually the DA that asked for a reduced sentence, not the defense, not his own attorneys. It was the DA, because the DA recognized this is wrong. You know, innocent people should not be thrown away and cast into a violent society that they have no understanding of, you know, and that they probably won't, like I said, they will not survive intact. They will, even a 10-year sentence, man, is, you know, 4 people died, so 10 years probably would be better. And that's even hard to say, man. This was not an intentional thing, but doesn't matter. When you have people that aren't used to that type of living, that type of environment, being cast into that is detrimental to their mental health and their physical well-being is in jeopardy daily when you're in prison. I mean, prison does stuff to people that grew up in the streets and grew up in the juvenile system and made their way to the adult system. You know, human beings are not meant to be isolated. Human beings are not meant to be stuck in a box. You know, there's that old saying, something about judge a society by the way they treat their prisoners. You know, and I think European nations, they're more about rehabilitation, and because of it, they have a lower recidivism rate and they have a lower crime rate. You know, people say, well, you know, the United States is the Wild West, and you know, so many guns and all. It's not just that. It's the way that we incarcerate people, and then after their incarceration, without really rehabilitating them and giving them tools and, you know, coping skills, we just throw them back into society and think, they'll be fine. No, they won't. You know, there's a lot of things that we can discuss on this topic, man. But I just wanted to put this video out and just try to provoke some thought in people. You know, what laws are written in your state that could affect you this way? You know, makes you want to ride a bike, right? Ride a bus, take an Uber if you can afford it. Because you don't want to be liable. You don't want to get 110 years or even 20 or 30 what they're asking for because of a malfunction of your vehicle. You know, that's a very scary thing, man. Especially for the average citizen in society. That's a law-abiding taxpayer, doesn't do anything wrong, and then just boom. Next thing you know, you're in cuffs. You're on the news. You're crying. You got thousands of people across the nation, tens of thousands that are mad at you. And, you know, it's like, damn, the brakes went out. You know, I don't know. So I'm interested to see in the comment section what you guys think and how you guys feel. And hopefully everyone, before you type anything in the comment section, you would put yourself in that man's shoes. You could put yourself in the victim's shoes, but also put yourself in his shoes, because I can't even imagine it myself. Like everything I did in my past, I did intentionally, willingly. I knew what I was doing. I knew the consequences. I just didn't care. You know, me, the man that I am now, you know, it would tear me up if I you know, hit somebody with my car. If my brakes went out and I hit somebody and I took a life, you know, because I'm not that person anymore. And again, driving down the street and your car malfunctions and something like that happens, like, and another thing is, somebody with my background, I would get the maximum penalty, even though it was something that had nothing to do with my past criminality, you know. But anyways, I don't want to make this longer than it needs to be. You guys stay blessed, stay safe, and tell the ones that you love them. I'll see you in the comment section.